Hello everyone. CAT का एग्जाम खत्म हो चुका है. Some of you would be happy. Results technically आ चुके हैं. You would have got your scores. So the idea is what next? CAT का एग्जाम अगर अच्छा गया है, बिल्कुल अच्छा है. अगर CAT का एग्जाम उतना अच्छा नहीं गया है, तो we have other entrance exams that we can look up to. We have good entrance exams in the form of XAT, IIFT, NMAT SNAP, TISSNET. And if you have filled the form for any of these entrance examinations, believe me, 1 month, if you prepare hard and if you are ready to give your 100%, you will succeed. So basic objective आज के इस वीडियो का और इस सेशन का ये है कि हम लोग ये समझते हैं कि ये सारे एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स में आता क्या है, पेपर पैटर्न कैसा है. Okay, so let's begin with the first exam. XAT. XAT is Xavier Aptitude Test. एग्जाम देना चाहिए, नहीं देना चाहिए? बिल्कुल देना चाहिए. एग्जाम आसान होता है या मुश्किल होता है? ठीक है. Exam, if I look at CAT, the English section is slightly tougher. ठीक है. Decision making is a simple section. The idea is you need to stay positive. Very simply, when I say positive, CAT का एग्जाम अगर खराब गया है तो नेक्स्ट काम क्या है? XAT के लिए और तगड़ी मेहनत करनी. Decision making is very simply you need to stay positive, you need to stay ethical, you need to stay practical, proactive, and create a win-win situation for everyone. If you are futuristic and you are able to think like a business leader, decision making section is possibly the easiest section in the XAT question paper. It involves questions related to current day topics. So if you are reading the newspapers well, you'll be able to do really well in the paper. Maths is more or less similar to CAT. So in all the entrance exams, arithmetic would be a key focus area, right? And if you are able to do well in arithmetic, I think you're good to go. The next sections come as GK and essay. Now, remember, XAT is primarily an entrance examination that has 75 questions that has to be answered in 165 minutes and 25 questions on GK that have to be answered in the next 25 minutes, including an essay that you need to write in the same time. Now, the most important part, GK and essay are primarily evaluated once you have received the GDPI call for XLRI. GK in XAT is general GK. It has portions of static GK as well as current affairs. So should you be worried a lot about GK? The answer is no. General GK is something that you know. Your not studied knowledge or this knowledge that you have gained over a period of last 10-15 years is something that helps you solve 3-4 questions. General GK or current affairs you will have 5 to 7 questions on current affairs. Now those are questions that you don't need to miss. So when I'm talking to you, I'm also suggesting you to go through the newspapers well from June onwards till December. You should be aware of the current affairs that have happened. That will stand with you in good stead for not only for XAT, but other MBA entrance exams as well, also with the group discussion and personal interview process. Now remember, XAT ka cutoff 75 number ka paper hai. Mera cutoff for a 99 percentile last year had been 38 marks. If I score around 30 marks, I get a 95 percentile. Okay? XAT calls start coming from, let's say, a 90 percentile. मुझे तकरीबन 8 अगर तीनों सेक्शन में आ रहा है, so I'll be able to possibly get a 90 percentile and get a call from XLRI. Okay, that is not only for XLRI, but it is for all other MBA colleges as well. You have XIMB, you have XISS, you have Goa Institute of Management, you have IMT, LIBA, and a lot of other good colleges that take that scores. Okay, that is one examination that will open all the doors that might have been shut if CAT had not gone well. So focus on that, do well here, and you are good to go. Next comes as, let's say, the IIFT paper. Now, IIFT is primarily Indian Institute of Foreign Trade for all those students who are interested in international business, an MBA in international business. IIFT is a very, very good college. Now, if you look at the paper pattern of IIFT, quantitative ability, 25 questions, verbal ability and reading comprehension 35, logical reasoning and data interpretation 30, GK is 20. Now, when I look at the verbal ability and the reading comprehension section, how is it different from CAT is there are a lot of vocabulary based questions. You'll have encountered in this verbal ability and reading comprehension questions, you will encounter somewhere around 5 to 7 questions that are based on vocabulary. Okay, so a good way to approach here right now is for the till IIFT happens. Can I do at least 20 words a day from different sources? I can go through the past year's papers to understand how the IIFT examination, what kind of questions they ask for. Fine. And accordingly, can I add 20 words of vocabulary daily into my kitty? If I've done 400 to 500 words from today onwards till IIFT, I would say it's sufficient. Okay, because there are other things that also you need to take care of. Reading comprehension section. One very pertinent question in the IIFT paper is which of the following statements is true as per the passage, which of the following statements is false with respect to the passage. So there, and the passages are slightly long. Fine. So there it is time consuming. So you need to be fast while you are reading RC passages. The passages will be simple, not very difficult. But what you need to ensure is you are reading fast and you are being able to answer the questions. Again, it's a 300 marks paper. Okay. The cutoff for an IIFT Delhi in the general category had been last year 138 marks. So around, we are saying 45% marks. If I'm able to score 45% marks in the paper, I'll be good to go. So very, very simple. What we need to understand here is, जो नहीं आता है उसको नहीं बनाएंगे. What was true with CAT, same with true with that, same is true with IIFT as well. जो आता है वो बनाएंगे, जो नहीं आता है उसको छोड़ते चले जाएंगे. GK is again current affairs, international organizations. A lot of international organizations would be asked to you. You would have questions on ASEAN. You would have questions on World Economic Forum and relation to international bodies as well. Some current affairs coming into the equation as well. ठीक है. IIFT का GK का कट ऑफ नॉर्मली कम होता है. It is hardly 3 to 4 marks. So जो नहीं आता है उसको नहीं अटेम्प्ट करेंगे because there is negative marking also that is involved in the paper. ठीक है. जो आता है, if you are reading the newspapers well and if you are aware of last 6 months of GK, I can assure you will be able to answer 5 to 6 questions and that would be good enough to clear the cutoff. Okay. Let's move to another examination that we are talking about, NMAT. Yes, NMAT is an examination. Possibly we are talking of 360 marks paper. The beauty with the NMAT paper, it is adaptive by nature. Adaptive by nature का मतलब ये हो गया कि अगर आपने पहला क्वेश्चन सही आंसर किया है तो दूसरा क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट आ जाता है और अगर पहला क्वेश्चन गलत आंसर किया है तो दूसरा क्वेश्चन आसान. Fine. Now there are 36 questions in every section. आपको हर एक क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करना है. There is no negative marking. Okay, you are penalized if you do not answer a question. Now section time limits अलग-अलग होते हैं. If you are looking at English, 36 questions you have to be answered in only 28 minutes. Logical reasoning, 36 questions, 40 minutes. Quantitative ability, 36 questions, 52 minutes. If we look at the NMAT that have happened in the last few days, in quants, there has been a significant focus on modern mathematics, when I'm saying permutation combinations, and on number systems. So anyone who is going to attempt the NMAT paper in the next few days, focus on these two areas when it comes to quantitative ability. Now, when I say the language skills section, RCs have been long. So again, you need to be a fast reader. इसमें भी एक चीज ध्यान रखेंगे, जो आता है वो बनाएंगे, जो नहीं आता है छोड़ के आगे बढ़ जाएंगे. Mark the answer, move ahead. You don't have time to waste. You are severely penalized if you do not answer a question. Now, in addition to when I'm saying NMAT, where it goes different, you will have some questions on input output, some questions related to number series, okay, some questions related to blood relations coming in the logical reasoning section. Now those are areas that you need to focus on. Okay, let's move to the next examination, the cutoff for a Narsee Monjee Mumbai. Yep, that is important. Now Narsee Monjee Mumbai will take only your first attempt. Narsee Monjee Mumbai, Bangalore, all of them will take your first attempt. So important that your first attempt goes really well. A Narsee Monjee Mumbai ka cutoff is somewhere around 245 marks last year. Out of 360, you need to score 245. अगर मैं नारसी मुंजी बैंगलोर की बात करूं तो your score needs to be somewhere around in the tune of 230. ठीक है. XIMB, when I say the HR programs, rural management programs, you need to score somewhere around 230 plus as well. And IFMR Chennai, the cutoffs would be around 220 plus. Okay, so these are some good colleges. IIFT Hyderabad is also there via NMAT. IIFT Hyderabad ke liye you need to score somewhere around 210, 215 around to get a call from IIFT Hyderabad. Okay. आगे देखते हैं हम लोग स्नैप is Symbiosis National Aptitude Test. इस पेपर की ब्यूटी क्या है? 60 मिनट में पेपर खत्म होगा. Now you need to be really fast again here. Now general English, when I say English, it will have RC passages, it will have grammar based questions as well. Now when I say grammar, you need to be good across subject verb agreement, tenses, parallelism, articles, and other grammar based questions. Now when I say analytical and logical reasoning will consist of questions on, again, the same as in NMAT, input output, blood relations. You will have number series, coding, decoding. So those are topics that you need to acquaint yourself with. QA and DI are normally simple. Okay, whatever you have done with respect to CAT, just focus on that. Arithmetic is one area that you need to continue your focus on. Okay, again, a cutoff for SNAP, when I'm saying SIBM Pune is 45, SCM HRD would be around 40, okay, and SIBM Bangalore would be around 35, 36, SIIB around 35, 36 again, SIOM was around 35, 36 again. So when you're looking at all these exams, possibly keep in mind the cutoff and what you are able to achieve. Okay. इसके बाद आगे आते हैं. We come down to TISSNET. Now, TISSNET is a beautiful, I say Tata Institute of Social Sciences is a beautiful college when it comes to the human resource management programs. It competes with India's best. XLRI is one with HR programs. TISSNET is Tata Institute of Social Sciences. Again, एक बहुत अच्छा college है when you are talking in terms of HR programs. Salaries are comparable with the best MBA colleges. इस exam में, when you are looking at the TISSNET paper, a very, very significant component is the general awareness section. There are 40 questions on general awareness, out of which, now when you look at the last 3 years paper, when you're looking at 40 questions around, almost 12 to 15 questions are current affairs. Fine. And the remaining questions are based on static GK, awards, books, political institutions, polity related, constitution related, and across a wide spectrum of topics. English, maths, and logical reasoning are simply are on an easier side. Cutoff for TISSNET last year had been around 73.83 marks. So again, when I'm saying it's a 100 minutes paper, 100 marks, overall the level of the paper is easy. If you are scoring around 74 marks, 75 marks, that should be the target. You'll be able to do well in the paper. TISSNET has a lot of, TISS also has other programs, development studies program, rural management program. So any one of you who is interested, the cutoffs for all these programs would be 3 to 4 marks lower. TISS again is a very good college. The paper pattern, when I'm saying maths, logical reasoning, English proficiency, are on the easier side. So people generally do not have a problem in maths, logical reasoning, English proficiency. The challenge comes GK. So and GK for you, all of you, is integral now with GDPI coming into the process as well. So last 6 months of GK will be helping you. Group discussion, personal interview maybe, or यहाँ पर भी. So do not neglect GK now. कर लॉन्चर का मंथन है, उसमें बहुत सारी टॉपिक्स दी हुई हैं मंथली जीके की, उसको आप रिवाइज कर सकते हैं. इसके अलावा अगर इन एंट्रेंस एग्जाम को रिलेटेड कोई भी कंफ्यूजन, wherever you are there, visit your nearest career launcher center. I believe we'll be able to provide you with all the necessary information. I hope I've covered some of the basic exams that are there. In case you have any questions or anything that you would like to know more about any of these exams, feel free to write in the comment box. I'll definitely like to help you. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice time.